Zach,
What?
are you single by chance? Or just
Currently?
answer are you single?
Mm,
Yeah.
Extremely recently, yeah.
Okay, well
Extremely
then
recently?
it might
Yeah.
explain it. What?
I
What?
didn't know
What?
that.
Oh,
I didn't know
Zach,
you
are
were
you okay,
dating.
Zach?
Yeah.
I didn't
You
know
don't
you
think I
had
have
anyone.
game pacing?
No.
Yeah. Zach, wait, what
Hey.
happened, Zach? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
poor Zach.
realize your boyfriend broke up with you this weekend. That's sad.
I
And I
now
was
see that
trying to
we've been
say
recording
nobody
this the
cares.
whole time.
Yes. Yes. Because I tried starting it a while ago and we just went on tangents.
We just found out that Zach is single, so
Yeah.
watch out, internet.
Yep,
The comments
I'm
are about to
going
go
on Christian
crazy.
Mingle. A single tear rolls down my face.
Dude. Hello, welcome back to Galactic Reviews. And this week we're going to be reviewing the movie The Fall Guy. We are joined with Thomas from the Real Guys podcast. Go ahead and give him that shout out early so that way he doesn't do it the whole episode.
He still will.
I
Yeah,
know he
We
still
will
will,
not
but
be upset.
no, but I'll edit it
no.
out. So
Us at the Real Guys podcast, we like this movie. And by we, I mean me, because I don't think Robert has seen it.
I don't
But
think
Oh,
Robert
rip.
Robert doesn't watch a lot of movies. Well, he doesn't watch a lot
no,
of the
he,
newer. He will watch movies, but it takes him a while to go to the theater.
yeah, he waits till they're on streaming and then he watches the
Yeah.
movies.
There's only two
Look at him.
times I go to the movies on a date and with friends.
So just with friends.
The Fall Guy, I thought was a
At this
relative. Like
point,
I
I
would,
feel like the fall guy, really,
yeah,
with
yeah.
Thomas's
You
jokes.
kind of are.
I just wanted to know who initiated it so I can support you correctly.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was definitely not me.
That's okay, Zach. We still love you.
Thanks.
You know what?
On the plus side,
I
though,
almost,
I am
I
learning.
almost said, I almost said his loss. So I'm gonna not say that. It's her loss, Zach.
You know
It's
what?
her loss, buddy.
I'm gonna take this humorous stabbing as a good thing. It's not as
Okay,
bad
Zach.
as like what Wyatt told me on my birthday. He's like, yeah, you're 25 and what have you done with your life? Nothing. He's like, you're a quarter of a century old and you haven't done shit.
I'm almost there too, man. So
That was the
Zach.
most emotional damage I think I've taken in a long time.
You know what, Zach? A lot of actors and actresses, a lot of famous people didn't do anything until they were like in their 40s. So, I mean, you're
Hey,
just enjoying your prime
you know what?
time.
You're right, but I still gotta pay bills.
Yeah. You're just enjoying your prime time at this point. You're
can
waiting
we go
because
back to the Fall Guy?
you don't want to get famous too quickly, Zach, because then you can't
You're
enjoy
right.
your youth.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Then I wouldn't be here.
This is
Yeah,
not
exactly.
a therapy session. When I went to go to the theaters to watch this with you, Thomas, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting maybe a mid-tier film. It had Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt. They're relatively good actors. I had no idea about it, and then we heard some of the reviews, and then we said, "Okay, let's go watch it anyway. See what all the praise was kind of coming from it was about." Yeah, I don't know about you, but I was at least very surprised. I thought the movie was enjoyable. I liked Ryan Gosling. I thought Emily Blunt did great. I can't really think of a bad thing about this movie. The stunt choreography was awesome. The guy that I forget the guy's name in the head stunt guy. I forget his name in the Black Panther movies, but I liked him better in this than I liked him in those Black Panther movies.
He was more of a side character in
Racist.
those
No, I'm
movies,
playing.
so
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
but he was also a side character in this, and I liked him more in this
yeah,
than
but
I did in those.
he had more focal points in this movie than I feel like he
He
did in
definitely
Black
had a lot
Panther.
more lines and a lot more funny lines in this movie than he did in Black
That's
Panther.
fair.
Because I don't even remember him in Black Panther. Like I do now, but like
he's
I didn't
yeah.
I like him
watching the
better.
movie. I didn't remember him from that,
I did not put the two and two together when I
Yeah,
watched the movie.
I just like him a lot better.
which just shows how good of an actor he is.
I think he's a lot better in this than he was in that. I thought all the cast was good choice. The only thing I would maybe critique is I wish it was instead of it being Jason Momoa at the end. I wish it was Nick Cage because I think that would be funnier. Just for the sake
I was
of
about to say
Nick
Jason
Cage.
Momoa is fun, but Nicolas Cage that would be funnier.
Nick Cage is known for never saying no to a role. So, I mean, that would just be
Yeah,
hilarious.
but the thing is, Jason Momoa has been blowing up so much lately that I'm not surprised they chose Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
I still think it was a good choice,
I'm
but I
not
could
saying it was a
see
bad choice. I'm just saying
I
I
can see
wish.
Nicolas Cage
I think
being
Nick Cage would be more
just as
funny.
good or so much better.
I
Yeah.
would think Nick Cage would be funnier in that aspect because that was obviously meant to be a joke,
Yes.
and I think Nick Cage would have been a funnier choice in that aspect. But yeah, I thought the plot was good. I thought the music was good. I thought the stunt choreography was awesome. Yeah, it was a phenomenal movie. So I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was good.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, I'll go. The only problem I had in this movie was where did that one chick go after the dumpster scene when she was kidnapped? She just disappeared. He saves her and she just disappears. She never comes back. Yeah, the person who had the phone initially.
The lady that the assistant
Oh,
to
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
actor
Yeah,
just
he
disappeared.
saves her and then she just disappears. She's never comes back.
Mhm.
That's the only kind of problem I have. And it's not
Well,
even a big problem. It's only a
yeah.
problem of just she just disappears. I
Well, it
understand she
can
was there
be
for that one reason,
yeah,
but at the same time, she was somewhat pivotal because she had
the
the
phone.
the phone
Yeah.
and she was kidnapped.
It can be
So,
assumed that they caught her. Well, I guess I, I assume that they caught her because the next
well, they
thing that you
knew they
see
had the
is
phone.
they knew they had the phone. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming that they caught her and killed her at some point.
No, well,
And well, they caught her,
maybe again
tortured
later.
her,
oh no,
No,
she got
no.
no,
maybe
because she
killed
got
She
her.
what?
saved. She
Yeah,
got
she
saved,
was
and then she didn't,
saved by
and then she didn't
Ryan
have the phone
Gosling.
anymore.
No. I'm talking about like afterwards. Like I think they caught her again and then got got her to
I
tell
mean,
them where the
it
phone
never really
is.
says. It
I
never
know
really
that's why I'm
says.
just speculating because
Um,
like as soon as they go back to go find him, they are looking for them with the phone. So
so I mean, that's the only
and I
kind
don't
of
think he,
problem I
and I
have
don't think
with
he
this
told
movie.
anybody about that he
Yeah,
had the phone. So
that's the only problem I kind of had with the movie. But other
yeah.
than that, I think this was a phenomenal movie. I really enjoyed this. I have been meaning to watch it. I just always forget. And I'm really excited I finally got a chance to watch it. I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. This is how every movie should be, and it's not. So, make more movies like this.
This was just
Well,
fun
I think
entertainment. So
with the phone thing, I think she gets kidnapped. She doesn't have the phone anymore because Ryan has the phone, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they know now that Ryan has the phone, so she doesn't matter because she didn't matter in the first place.
Yeah, well,
Only
what
the
I'm
phone
saying is,
mattered.
what I'm saying is they might have it's ambiguous what happens to her that after that, but that's what I would assume that that's how they got the information that he had the phone. So,
hmm
but
Well, no, they knew he had the phone, didn't they? Because
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
that's what
people
I'm saying.
that were
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
kidnap him
That's what I'm
eventually
saying is
got
I
him.
think
But
that's how they the bad guys got the
let's just be
information
honest.
on the
Let's
phone.
be honest. She doesn't matter. The only thing that mattered was the dog.
Yep.
for real, Dog was the
The dog was
undisputed
awesome.
MVP of this movie.
The dog was
hmm
awesome.
I give this movie a 9.5 probably. I liked everything. Only reason why I don't really get a 10 out of 10 is like it didn't have that much of a wow factor. Like I know a 10 out of 10 when I see it. This one probably it's between a 9 and a 9.5 for me. I really like this movie.
hmm
Um let's see. No complaints. Ryan Gosling was great. Emily Blunt was great. They're both really hot. So, kind of makes me feel subconscious, but whatever. It's one of the only Ryan Gosling movies where he gets to find happiness at the end, so we love to see that. He's not suffering
No,
from
you don't remember Barbie
loneliness,
where he had the sweater that said "I am Knuff"?
I've
and he is
completely
Knuff.
forgot
He
about
is Knuff.
he is.
You know what? He is Knuff.
And he proved that
Great in that
in
movie
this
too.
movie.
He was the
Yeah,
only good part of
yeah.
that movie, I swear.
It's a great part of that movie. Favorite. I really like the movie. There's a lot of parts where like I could see it coming. Like they would something would happen and be like it would
Well,
be like a twist or whatever, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that coming. But that didn't like take away. I still really enjoyed everything that was
yeah.
happening. There was no real problems. Gail was annoying. She was a great, I guess, villain. I really liked it. Whoever the main actor who's like a jerk, he did
Oh
really
yeah,
good
yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Because he was just a proper like I guess douchebag. He was great. Um, but Ryan Gosling was great. I really liked him. I wasn't just like some stuff that happened I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, he got injured. Oh, he's back, and it was just like so much in all the right ways. I really liked it. A lot of action, a lot of, I guess, heartfelt lines. There's not. I mean, you can't really
I
just
mean,
say this is a movie that
let's just be honest. Most of those heartfelt lines were just taken from other movies.
I liked when they kept quoting movies as like
When
the
they
two
kept
buddies. That was my favorite.
in that
That was
one
one of
fight
my
scene
favorite parts.
with the lead stunt guy or director, every time he went to do anything in the middle of a fight, he's like, "And here comes the Rock," and just drops him, talking about stunts from
He
different
was so
movies.
he was so funny in this movie.
He did
I
a
liked him a
great
lot. It
job.
was so great. Like that dynamic, that buddy dynamic was so funny. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, like this movie can't get enough praise. I was going into it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be. I didn't really know a lot about it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a fun little rom-com. It'll be fine, and which it was, but it was like just so much better than I expected. A lot of
It
action
was.
that
It was.
I was really invested in. There's so many parts when he's just like when he's like jumps out of the helicopter, flipping both of them off with both of his hands like onto the thing. It's so good. So many parts is like it was such a high quality that I wasn't expecting. And then I remember walking out the movie theater and I was like, and there was like a giant poster for Fall Guy, and it said from the director of Bullet Train, and I was like, that makes sense.
That
Because
does
I
actually
liked
make a
Bullet
lot more
Train too,
sense.
and I
Mhm.
saw a lot
Yeah.
of similarities that I didn't realize until I saw the thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to rewatch Bullet Train again soon just to
Bullet Train
compare the
is
two.
so funny.
I hope the director does another movie that is still the same quality. I hope it doesn't like I guess go to their head, or if something happens, the quality just drops drastically. I hope they keep giving us films like this.
Because I would love a Bullet Train too, and it's like just as silly,
Ah,
just
yes.
so funny. Dude, Lemon and Tangerine, my faves.
I don't know if I want a sequel of that. I would just like another original thing. I found it funny. The people that were the evil people were essentially what most people see of Hollywood, like the actors and directors and stuff.
And not
That's
the stunt guys.
and not like the stunt people. Actually, no, it wasn't even the director, it was like the producer, the lady who was front running everything.
Well, she was.
She was the
I
evil.
wasn't she the director in the other movie, like the other movies they did? I don't remember. I think she
No, I
was.
think she's essentially like
I have
the
no idea what you would.
publicity agent to
I
some
don't
degree.
remember. I don't.
I do not remember. Which I don't know.
I believe
I don't
that's
think it was too important.
no, I just found that funny. Found that funny and ironic.
It is. It
Because
is.
they're usually the people that you see whenever a movie is coming out, and you really don't get to see much of anybody of the other people that are behind the scenes. So
Which is
I
ironic
just found that funny.
because in this movie, you don't really see a lot of people behind the scenes.
No, you do
For this movie, it's kind of crazy. This movie, I think a lot of
the
a lot of
stunt
the
choreography was
I know
awesome.
I know this movie had a lot of like funny stunt things going on at the red carpet for this movie, I think.
Yeah, I think they're
Like
I
when it was
think because of
premiering, they
this
did like a lot of little gags.
I think because
That
of
would be
this
funny.
movie, I think because of this movie, I think they're thinking of putting in a stunt sort of a stunt thing for the Oscars.
I hope so.
So,
I
I also
mean,
need to do
that would be very nice for
mhm.
stunt guys.
they have
Yeah,
a
They
voice
don't.
acting thing for the Oscars?
a voice acting what?
Oh,
Like
for the
voice
Oscars.
acting. Yeah. So if they don't, they need to.
I
But I don't
think
know if they do or
I
not.
think they do, but I'm not 100% sure.
I
I
do
think
not
they
watch
would.
the Oscars,
I don't
I
so
either,
I
don't
have
but
even.
no
and
idea.
that'd be a question for Andrew. Andrew would know.
I think they
They have
should,
some.
but
They gotta have something.
I think they do,
It
but I
might
don't.
not be like the Oscars, but it might be
because I
like
think
their
they have
own.
like, I think they have like the best like animated for like
Yeah, I
film,
know they have
right?
the best
They
animated
do,
film, but I
yeah,
don't know if
but I
they have
don't
like
know
a
if they have
separate.
anything.
They must have like a separate
Yeah,
award thing for like
I'm gonna look it
best
up.
voice acting or something. So because I don't
I'm
know.
gonna look it up. No actor has been nominated for an Oscar for a voice acting performance in the 95-year history of the Academy Awards. The lack
Really?
of recognition for voice acting performance is a long-standing issue, even though there have been deserving performances in the past, like Robin Williams as Genie in Aladdin.
Yeah.
That's First thing you see from Google
Hmm.
from Screen Rant. So
Well, I wonder if they
Let me
have like
s-
their own separate like awards thing.
I would think they
Because I
do,
would think they
but I
have
think
to.
it's a lot smaller. I
Yeah.
don't think it says.
It's not like the Oscars. I would think they have something of their own. Because
Yeah.
you could technically argue that that's their own section that would be their own section outright. No, it's understandable why that's not
I
such a
really
big
like this movie.
category.
I thought Fall Guy was great. I just don't have anything wrong with this movie. Like
Eh,
even the things that y'all say, I don't even
yeah,
like the thing that you say
Ye-
about Nick Cage. I don't even like. I know you said earlier it doesn't matter, but that doesn't even bother me. I
but
don't even
No,
think
it would.
about
I mean,
that.
it's the only somewhat inconsistency, like
yeah,
loose end, I
yeah.
suppose you
It's
could say,
it's
is
it's
in
something
this
that's
movie.
not explained that could very easily be explained in like a scene that might have been cut out. Like it's something that could very easily be explained. It's just not. So it's somewhat a plot hole, but it's not
I
like
mean,
a
I
jarring plot
Hmm.
inconvenience where it like dismantles everything. It's just something that's like not explained, but you can kind of put the pieces together to know how it gets to that point.
Hmm.
So it's
I mean, there's no question because that she has the phone, right?
yeah,
Gives the phone to the dude,
yeah,
and then he saves because when they're like asking her and stuff in the car, she's kind of like saying, "I don't have it." The other guy has
No,
it,
she
and he
said
saves her from the.
absolutely. She didn't say anything. She said no words in the car.
Oh,
She just sat there. It was
well then
kind of
either way,
weird
I
and
think that.
awkward.
because are you talking about
Well,
in the
they know that he. Well, they know that Ryan has the phone, don't they? From that
Ye-
moment.
it doesn't really say they know that he has the phone. They just looked through her bag. She didn't have the phone, and then he showed up to save her. And that's all they know. But they knew who he was because he was supposed to be the guy who took the fall for the crime.
yeah,
So they're just assuming he might know, or something like that. It's not really specifically said.
yeah. And judging by how easy it was for them to find her, I'm assuming they could easily find her again and get that information.
Unless she just skipped
Mm.
town.
She could have, but also it seemed like Gail had a bunch of connections anyway. So
Yeah, but all she had to do was just drop her phone, disappear. It's
true. So
Going to play. Yeah, well, I don't
no,
even.
because they can
Yeah,
kind of
that
track that.
yeah,
Just rent a
I don't
car
think
or
I
find
don't
a
think
car, steal a
Gail's like the
car.
CIA.
No, but if you have a lot of connections, I'm sure she could have had connections to
I
yeah,
suppose.
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought this movie was good.
Yeah, I think we all
I
agree
get
on
what y'all are
that.
saying. I don't think the it just doesn't bother me like at
Yeah,
all.
it doesn't matter, but as I
I don't
said,
think
that's the only loose end I see in this
I don't
movie.
think that bothers any of us. I think Zach is just saying that that is something that could be conceived as something that's missing from it being more of a complete, more of a like you said, a loose end that could be better explained as to being
Hmm.
how it was tied up.
Yep, yep.
So
Yeah.
Also, I'm more impressed that he continued to do all of these stunts with a broken back that's only been healed for 2 years.
hey, if Batman can do it,
I plot armor. That's the reason. Plot armor.
Hey,
The plot
it's
armor
not.
helped his back. Like
Yeah. You're right.
it took most of the damage.
yeah,
You're right. You're right. As I've seen in Mortal Kombat, I think I understand.
I hate that you reference that movie. I really do.
It is
I
the
haven't seen that
best
movie.
movie for plot armor.
Like
Is it
literally,
not?
I haven't seen that.
the character literally gets plot armor. Like that's his
Yes, his
Really?
superpower.
his no his ability
His ability is
uh
plot armor.
is armor that
Like
he
I
literally,
just
was thinking of
magically
that.
yeah. So that's what
I
it
was think
is. He
I was wondering. I was like, there should be. I was thinking there should be a movie where like the whole like I guess twist of it is like just one character. They have plot armor, and they got to figure out kind of like why they have the plot armor, like why they're
Mhm.
important, what they got to do.
Yeah.
And I was
this
like,
That's what
character
it
that'd be an
did.
is.
interest.
This
That'd be an
character.
interesting concept.
This character did none of that, and
I
But
it
mean, it
was
could be.
not
that's what it
interesting.
is. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know how well of a recovery someone under that circumstances would get. considering how active he
I
was
mean, he
beforehand.
was. The thing is,
So
he was apparently still in great shape, so
yeah.
it's possible.
Well,
It's
it also
just
had been like 5 years,
the way.
right?
No, it from what
I,
I was
I think it
understanding, it
was.
was only like
I don't think it was that long.
Was
Yeah,
it
it
or
was
only
only
three
like.
2?
years.
2
I
or
think it was
3?
Yeah, it
less
was
than
only
2. It
like
was like
it
18
was
months.
no.
Oh, okay.
It was because he said it in the movie. He said it was roughly 2 years.
Okay. I thought a longer time had passed, but
No,
I
uh,
think
enough.
it's shorter, but I don't know.
well, maybe they got a good surgeon. I don't know what else could have.
Yeah,
Because
he
the
got
thing
the
is,
top tier
I
care.
can't
Yeah.
I can't say. I mean, no, maybe because when you do see him on the phone with Gail, he was about to start working out. So maybe
Yeah, and it
I
seems like
don't
it still
know.
Well,
does give
he was still having massage therapy on his back
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
it still seems like it was still an inconvenience, but wasn't as much of a problem as it used to be, if that
yes,
makes
Or
which
sense.
maybe the injury
boils
wasn't
down
even that. Maybe the injury wasn't even bad.
that
I guess
bad.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it doesn't
Like,
say. It's not a real issue.
It also doesn't
Um,
yeah. I
say
mean,
if like
there's a difference between like breaking and like I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
true.
I'm no doctor.
Yeah, true. But he
fair.
also like does fall a good bit, but it also doesn't say whether or not there was any cushions underneath at all, just for safety's sake. Like what kind of if they had like a net underneath, just like for safety's sake,
Maybe
even if it
maybe
wasn't.
maybe maybe he was really injured, but like he was down bad enough that he just like kept going.
Yeah,
Like he was that down bad for
yeah.
Emily Blunt.
He also
Who
was
knows?
for a lot of that stuff. He was on some very very special stuff where he was seeing unicorns for a little bit. So
I forgot about that.
maybe that took some of the pain away. Is
That was one of my
the
favorite
theory?
parts too. Just like the unicorns being
Well,
there for no reason.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was also the thing of in the
When
beginning of
will
the
this
movie,
stuff
he gets
stop?
he gets
That
back.
Whenever you
that
stop
made it
seeing
feel
unicorns.
Yeah,
that made it feel so much like Bullet Train. Like that was another thing that like yeah.
Yeah, I think the guy who wrote it was a what was it? Was a stunt actor or
double.
stunt double. Yeah. So
I think I
That
heard something
person.
about that
well,
as well.
he appeared at the beginning of the thing, saying he was like either the
I think that was
writer
only in
or
theaters.
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I thought it was good, and then they had homages to a whole bunch of their stunts, like showing their stunts, and then their stuntmen doing the
Yeah,
work as well at the end credits, and I thought that was
yeah.
good. So
This movie was very well made, very well put
yeah,
together, very well directed.
it
Um,
is very much a love letter to
I
stunt doubles, and
yes,
is a
I
very good
also
story.
very I enjoyed the soundtrack to this movie. I thought it
Yeah, I liked it too.
capitalized on the emotions it wanted to drive. It was very well done.
Yeah, it didn't take you
So
out; it puts you more into it, and that's what a good soundtrack should do. So
hmm very emotional. As we've said, it's just a good movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go out and watch it if you can. All right, thank you everyone so much for watching this week's episode of Collective Reviews. Join us next week as we watch the new movie Inside Out 2.
and we'll see
Yeah.
you next time on Galactic Views.